Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. In the last episode, we got our way through the Catfish's Maw. We took down the boss that I thought was going to be very tough, but it wasn't nearly as hard as it seemed. In this episode, we're going to be going around the world a bit. We're going to be going and getting some new items that we can grab now that we have the hookshot. Grandma Elvira, what are you doing here? Yippee! A new broom! Superb! I wish I could be that happy about sweeping down. Funny thing, actually, I didn't show this, and you guys actually let me know about this. But if you wow, Marin, she doesn't really say anything new. She just is kind of in this village a lot. Just says the same thing that she was here last time, but it's of course nice to see her. But Grandma Elvira, funny thing is that if you actually tell her no to getting her a new broom, she goes, "Fine, why don't you go sweep the whole island," or something like that. It's just. So she sweeps the island. I like that. Anyway, what I want to do first thing, above all else, is I want to head to the shop in Mabe Village. I kind of feel like that's the smartest way to go. Because we have 999 rupees. Every rupee that we're getting is kind of wasted right here. And unfortunately for us, in the final game, this is the only way that you can get the bow and arrow set. The deluxe shovel and bow and arrow set actually do appear in unused rooms in the game that have treasure chests that contain them. I think they're glitching. You can get to those rooms, but we're not glitching here, so I will buy this for only 980 rupees. Screw you too. It hurts. It really, really hurts. We walked out of the store still paying for it. Ugh. So we have that taken care of at least. So the bow and arrow set carries 20 arrows has 20 arrows with it by default. Good way to attack ranged enemies, a little better than the hook shots. Not really much I'll say about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know what a bow and arrow does in a Zelda game. So, now that we have that, how about we now go and get said items? The first one that I want to get is right over here by Koholint Castle, along this bridge that we built with those monkeys before. I like how I was gurgling while I said that. That's kind of bad voice form. Anyway, we need to head up here. We got this ladder down here that'll put us into the water. And what we need to do is we need to swim over here. Come on, Link. I know you can swim faster. I mean, God, your tunic is blue. I mean, in Twilight Princess, you swam really fast in a blue tunic. Can't your tunic be forwards compatible or something like that? You know? It'd be kind of nice if it was. Come on. Swim faster. Swim faster. Okay, there. So, in this square of the map, we need to dive underwater a bit. There we go! Piece of heart! Yeah, very remote, isn't it? So, we went ahead and got that. So, the very next item on our list of stuff to grab is... It's actually right over by Crazy Tracy's place, which, by the way, I would like to stop by because we used up our red potion in the last dungeon. I'd like to buy another one. Hi there, big guy. I'm Crazy Tracy. I've got a little secret for sale that'll pump you up. How about it? 42 rupees for my little secret. You bet we'll do that. But wait, what? Oh, I don't have enough money. Wow. That was kind of funny. I wanted to mention briefly, some people were asking me, hey, on my game, she charges 42 rupees, not 28. It's random. She can charge 42 or 28 rupees. I know, she's very interesting indeed. So, I'd like to get some more money while we're out here, and there just happens to be a spot with rupees in it that is right nearby that I never actually grabbed. Before we do that, though, we want to go here. Right over on this square of the map, I believe. And if I can avoid getting hit by these ghosts anymore, you want to push this grave right here, and that'll put you here. What you want to do is not get killed by a... Keys. You want to go down there, not get killed, and the thing is, I avoided getting this earlier because this is an area that I'd like to talk about. If you play your cards right, you can actually get that piece of heart with just the Roc's Feather. It takes some really clever jumping, but it can be done. I don't know if they intended for you to be able to get that early if you were clever and played your cards right or not, but you can. The way that they intend for you to do it, though, is they want you to bomb this rock right here, Hop away from it, of course, so you don't get blasted down the hole. And what you want to do is you want to hookshot your way over there. And then, I already had the Rock Feather equipped. And then grab it. Okay, there we go. So, that's what they intend for you to do, but you don't necessarily have to do it that way. That gets us 4 pieces of heart. Now we have a complete heart container. That gives us our 10th heart container. Not bad. So, let's go ahead and push this out of the way. And I was saying that there's an area with a lot of rupees nearby. Now, this is a place that I unintentionally skipped over. I had known about it. You guys pointed out to me in the comments that I didn't actually show this room. I think it's the only room in a dungeon so far that I haven't shown off. And that is that in the color dungeon, that you want to head just one room east there. Not that far away. You want to bomb the wall. That'll open up this. And in here, you have shiny green rupees. Interesting. We started off with 19 rupees in this room. I believe these are each worth 5. So you get yourself a pretty healthy sum of rupees. I guess to be fair, it didn't really matter too much that it didn't show it up before because I wasn't intending to get the bow and arrow, but still, it's nice to mention anyway, and it definitely is worth noting. Especially considering that I've made it a point to show every room and every dungeon up to this point, and that was just kind of the one that got skipped over. So, now that we did that, we have yet another thing that we want to go collect. Interesting to note, actually, if she is selling for 42 rupees, you can just leave and come back until she sells for 28 right there, because I hadn't bought one. And yet, she still did that anyway. So, interesting. So, if you are a little short on cash, you can here's some bonus treatment. Behold, your hearts are full. Right over by Animal Village is our very next collectible. I could have shown this at the beginning of the video, but I didn't want to delay getting that bow and arrow set anymore, and we can kind of just warp to Animal Village whenever we feel like it at this point, because of those shiny holes, as I always call them. So, there's not really anything worth saying about that. And why am I not just equipping the Pegasus boots to move faster? Why am I jumping repeatedly? Okay. Pegasus boots time. And, of course, now I'm in an area that's kind of narrow and it's tough to do. Okay. So, there's this crack in the wall up here that you might have noticed before. The reason why I didn't go after this earlier is because, simply, we couldn't do all the stuff that we could do in here. By bombing that, we can use our hook shot to get over that gap over there. I would like to hit you off of this cliff. Yeah, I know, I'm mean. I am so cruel. I am not innocent of heart at all. I'm a serial killer. I push things off of cliffs and then just laugh as they fade into single pixel existence. So what we're gonna need to do here is, I actually failed to do this a few times, is that we want to have our bombs and our arrows equipped at the same time. It's a little bit finicky, but if you have both equipped at the same time and you press them both down together, come on. There you go. You had to press the A button just slightly sooner. You will fire off a bomb arrow. So that is very, very good indeed. Basically, even though it uses up one arrow and one bomb at the same time, it does a significant amount of damage. There we go. We got a piece of heart. All right. So not really much else to do here. And lastly, something I could have grabbed earlier is if you sink under the sand where you fight Landmola in the Yarna Desert and bomb this wall up here, you can get yourself a piece of heart. Very funny that I was saying, wow, we already have all the collectibles. Yeah, and yet I missed one. Kind of funny. So yeah, there we go. I will admit, I'm not the biggest buff on knowing exactly where all the pieces of heart are in Link's Awakening, so I forgot a couple along the way. But, you know, at least I have them all now. We have 10 pieces of heart now. Only 2 more to go. One of them we can get right now, one of them we cannot. However, I want to put off getting the one that we can, because it's actually near the one that we cannot yet. And I'd kind of just rather go grab them both in the same trip. So, like I said, I'm not going to be getting secret seashells along the way. I'll probably make an extra video detailing where they are, but I don't really feel it necessary to go and get secret seashells right now that we just flat out don't need, because there's 6 that you don't need to actually collect. So, for that reason, because it is very useful to have bombs in some upcoming areas, I would like to go back to Mabe Village and buy some bombs really quick. I suppose while we're here in the shop and I'm buying my bombs, I can mention a little bit of interesting trivia, and that's the fact there's actually unused shop inventories in the game. There's stuff like you can buy like a Guardian Acorn, but like it doesn't actually do anything. It's really weird. I'll show like a picture of the inventory on screen. But the shop is able to carry some items that are not normally accessible in the game, like that it normally will not have. So, not really much else for us to do here. We were told about a shrine of some sort, but what I'd like to do is, we're kind of with that direction. We were just told to go find a shrine. So how about we see what Grandpa Elrira has to say to us. You are starting to like music, eh? Well, a frog named Mamu lives in the signpost maze, might know some songs, but he charges a lot to play them. Bye. So, what we need to do is, we need to make sure that we have some money. We got a bunch of money out of the color dungeon right there. Lucky for us, that one room in the color dungeon will actually respawn all of its rupees every time that you enter the dungeon and that you leave the dungeon and re-enter it again. So, we're just gonna get ourselves 300 rupees this way, and then, well, we're gonna go off to wherever that signpost maze is. I'm sure the Atlas of Koholint will shed some light on that. So, funniest thing, where we need to go is actually right near that phone booth where Elryra told us all this. We just need to jump down here, and may I be the first to tell you, welcome to the signpost maze. Go this way, it says. Yeah. So, the signpost maze is a very, I don't know if I'd say dreaded area of Link's Awakening, but it is one that many people dislike. Thing is, if you read the wrong sign, ever, you always need to read them in the correct order. If you do not follow their instructions exactly, you have to try again from the start. Yeah, very, very touchy. As you see right there, just me swinging my sword near that sign resulted in me getting sent back. So, oh god, jeez. So this one is 4 wide, that one's 5 wide, so I need to go here and, actually no, I can just hookshot my way over, okay. You do need the hookshot to be able to finish this area, just saying that in case you were watching these videos out of order or something like that, if you happen to come here sooner and you didn't know what to do, you outright need the hookshot to complete this. So, let's use the power bracelet, let's pick you up, and, okay, so directly up from here. Now, what you're kind of getting into right here is it was very straightforward at first, but now you're kind of having to remember exactly which square these things are on and be very, very careful about how you're moving to remember which square you have to be on. So now he wants us to go this way, so we got to go up, to go around this, down, and, oh god, is it this one? Okay, good. We go down right here. This one. This one. Move it. Oh god, I didn't get there. This one. Okay, up 1. Down 1. Okay. Go down. Go to the right. And we go around this one. Okay. Down. Okay. Sorry if this is getting kind of annoying. I'm just trying to be careful, and I say that I get hit as soon as I say that. There we go! We did it! Your reward is this way! Finally. Oh my god. Okay, I'm very glad that I did that in, well, almost 1 try. I guess I can't really say I did it in 1 try because I was swinging my sword and I read the wrong song. Anyway, check it out! It's Wart. Actually, no, not really. His name is Mamu, but he does look just like Wart. Ribbit, ribbit, I'm Mamu on vocals. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Everybody knows me! Want to hang out and listen to us jam for 300 rupees? We'll let you listen to a previously unreleased cuts! What will you do? Be pretty stupid and not pay all those rupees after coming all this way, so you know what? I will do it. Thank you! Thank you very much. Rook. And we get the 3rd and final song, the Frog Song of Soul for our ocarina. Now, really quick. So we will be able to make everything around you feel more alive. Okay, good to remember. But what I wanted to say is, this frog right here, he's very clearly Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2, of course. But I wanted to show really quick his official artwork for this game, because oh my god, is it hilarious. So, Wart, you know, in art, looks like this. The artist in Link's Awakening drew him like this. I don't know why. I can never get over that. It looks so funny to me to just see Wart portrayed so seriously. For those of you that might have been wondering, yeah, it's very possible that the frog choirs in later Zelda games were inspired by the frog choir in this game. As we had Don Gero from Majora's Mask, and of course we had just the frog choir in Ocarina of Time. So, interesting, but there's not really anything else I'd like to get done. We got a lot of collectibles, and I'm having fun running around in circles really, really fast. So, I think we're gonna end this off here. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, we are going to be taking the frog song and seeing what we can do with it. See you guys then.